Yo, what's up guys? Felix from Flipping Medical Commodities University. I got about 90 minutes to kill to make this video. Me and my business partner are heading down South Jersey to start the renovation process, the planning process for 4 properties, or technically 3, but maybe 2, depending on how you want to consider them, at an auction in the beginning of October. So it's 1 2-family, and then it's a duplex, but we own both sides of the duplex, or we bought both sides of the duplex. So we're going to go down there and start the planning process so that we can fix them up and then rent them out. As you guys know, I take the profits that I make from this business, flipping medical commodities, flipping diabetic supplies, and invest it into real estate. So I got a bunch of questions. I'm not sure if you guys can see my background. It's supposed to be a bunch of money, but I don't know. I think I did it wrong, or the size of the background photo wasn't accustomed to the screen. I don't know. I'm not a tech genius, but I'll figure it out. So I got a bunch of questions here. I seen these in my comments, and instead of doing all individual videos, I figured I would just take all the questions I've seen, or all some of the recent questions I've seen, and make it into one big frequently asked questions about this business of flipping medical commodities, flipping diabetic supplies. So the first one we have is, I've actually gotten asked twice about this, which is taxes. So with any business, taxes is inevitable. You have to eventually pay taxes. In the beginning, I always say, look, go out there, prove the concept, make sure that you can make money from it, make sure that you like the business before you run out there and pay taxes, and before you run out there and make an LLC. Now, if you want to make an LLC right out the gate, you can, but it's not a huge concern. Now, once you start making a few $1,000s a month, $10,000, $15,000 a month, you are going to eventually have to pay taxes. Now, I'm not a tax professional, and I'm not going to give you tax advice. What I am here to do is to give you advice on how to build a business flipping medical commodities, because it's something I've been doing for the past 4 or 5, since 2015, 2016 time. So what I would say is, look, track all the miles you drive, track everything that you spend on product. Typically, it's a 50 to 70% profit margin. You can make a buying sheet to show his expenses as far as what you pay per box, and track all your expenses, track what you're paying per client, track everything, all your transactions, all your deals. But in the end, I'm not a tax professional. How you want to do your taxes is up to you. The only thing I would say is, look, go out there, go send off 2-3 invoices, go prove the concept. Then if you want to run out there and make a LLC called, Medical Commodity Exchange, New Jersey, whatever you want to call it, that's cool. The name isn't really that important, but eventually, that's business. You have to pay taxes, and you have to do everything legit sooner or later. The next question is, how much can you make in the beginning? Now, people will be like, okay, Felix, we know everybody's different, but ballpark, how much can you make? So this business isn't really something where you can drop a gumball machine, a gumball or a quarter in a gumball machine, and 3 gumballs will pop out. What I tell people is, look, you could drop a quarter in the gumball machine. 1 gumball might pop out, 5 might pop out, 10 might pop out, or the gumball machine might eat your money. So basically, relate that to flipping medical commodities. So you might invest into a bunch of marketing. You might get no leads. You might get a bunch of leads. Like, I've seen people literally in their first week make 1,000. I've seen people in their first month make 5,000. I've seen people in their first few months do nothing. I've seen people in their first few weeks do nothing, and then they hit it big. So literally everybody's different. For me, I've always noticed, no matter what business I do or what avenue I take in life, it always seems to take a while. But what I would say typically is, for month 1, project between 1,000 and 1,500 a month in profit. For month 2, project 1,500 to 3,000 a month in profit. And then by month 3, predict $3,000 a month in profit. So the one thing I don't do, and anybody who knows me and watches my videos knows that I'm not going to sit here and hype you up and say, yeah, you can make $45,000 in your first month, or in your first 5 days you're going to make $5,000 a week. No, it's not going to happen like that. It could, but it's highly unlikely. I have a client that, last time I spoke to him, he's down south. He's doing around 10 to 12 to 13K a week, and he's been doing it for over 2 years. So yeah, it's possible. Yes, you can make $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month from this business, but it's not going to happen overnight. This business is a snowball effect. So in the beginning, it might start off very, very slow, but it snowballs because there's repeat customers. That's how you really kill it in this business. The next question we have is, what do the people we sell them do with them? So the people that we sell them to are basically big name pharmacies slash wholesalers, and they have special licenses to put them back on the shelf. So all these boxes, all these product basically just gets recycled. So where we could move 100 boxes in a week and make a couple thousand in profit, they got to move a couple thousand boxes in a week. So it's really two sides of the spectrum, what business you want to do, plus that side, you need to be very liquid in cash. The business or the product gets sold, every 30, 60, 90-day cycles. They can't just cash out on product. If we get 30, 40 boxes today, I could cash them out today. On that side of the game, you can't do it. But to answer the question, what do the people that we sell them to do with them? They basically have special licenses to be able to put them back on the shelf. The next one is, do you need a PayPal business account? No, you don't. You do not need a PayPal business account. You can do it with a personal account, and you don't need a PayPal account at all to do this business. The only benefit of PayPal is when you're invoicing the buyers that we use, they will pay you up front. So you got the product in your hand right now, you can invoice them, get paid, and then tomorrow you can go ship it out. So that gives you, that kind of frees you up. If you have, say, $1,000 in product right now and you spent all your money on products, and you spent $200-300, you got $1,000 in product, but you don't really have that much more money to spend. You're kind of starting this business on a shoestring or bootstrapping it. You can cash out your product, still have that product, ship it out tomorrow, and then go take that so it frees your money up. That's the benefit of using PayPal. But you can do Cash App, wire transfer, Venmo. They could send you a check. There's so many different ways to get paid. The only thing about PayPal is they'll pay you up front, and then they'll pay you up front. With the other methods, you have to send them the product, but it's still no issue. I've done that. You send them the product overnight, they get it, and they send you the money the next day. Does this work in my area? So yes, this business works in any area in the United States. It doesn't matter if you're in a city of 5, 10, 15, 20,000 people. I know a guy in Arkansas. He does this to supplement his income. He makes around $1,500 to $2,000 a month in profit. I featured him on this channel to supplement his retirement, and he lives in a city of like 20,000 people. I know people in Hawaii doing this. It doesn't matter where you're located, because you're not just limited to your area. You can get people to mail you in product. Plus, 1 in 10 people in the country have this. So even if you live in a city of 100 people, hypothetically 10 people in that city have it. If those 10 people, and this is kind of a rare example, if those 10 people get 3 to 5 boxes a month, you could at least make 500 profit a month. So it doesn't matter how many people are in your city. So many people have the product we're looking for that it's an oversupply. This is a good question. Will the upcoming drop in American pharmacy prices affect this business? So no, they won't, because the upcoming drop in pharmacy prices is for drugs. The products we sell are diabetic testing supplies. They're not drugs. You don't need a prescription to go into the pharmacy to buy these. In fact, they're in many stores. You can literally go, even though they're usually in the pharmacy department of the stores, like ShopRite or your local grocery store or Walmart or CVS or Target or Walgreens. You don't need a prescription. You go right into the store, go typically to the pharmacy area, and buy them over the counter. Obviously, they're going to be a full retail price. So if you wanted to buy them and try and resell them, there's no markup. But no, they're not going to be affected, because this is not a drug. These are just these are testing tools, testing supplies. So you don't need a prescription. So the drop that's coming with pharmacy prices, I've heard it mentioned in politics where they're dropping all the pharmacy prices. It's going to have no effect, because we're not reselling drugs. We're reselling tools. We're reselling supplies. How has this business been with the COVID or pandemic? There's literally been no effect at all. In all honesty, I've seen this whole thing as a huge opportunity. And when I've looked at the numbers in my businesses, all the numbers, everything has gone up. So, people can sometimes use COVID as an excuse, but a lot of people have been winning with this business, and it hasn't done anything to the business. There's been literally no effect at all. How much do I need to buy product? So after you were to buy the training, if you wanted to buy the training that I offer, you could start with as much as you want. I mean, the more the merrier. If you got 300 to 400 to buy product, you could probably build up your first invoice to $1,000, $1,500. If you got $20, $30, I knew a guy, he's actually on this channel, his name was Jared. When he first started this business, after he bought the training, he had $20. He took $20, bought one box flipped that box to 60, took the $60, flipped that to 150, and the rest was history. So it really depends on how much money you got, but you could start with buying one box. You could start with, $300-400. The more the merrier, so your invoice can be bigger. But even if you got literally $20 to your name, you could do free marketing strategies. Buy one box, flip it. Buy 3 boxes, flip it. Buy 5 boxes, flip it. Buy 10 boxes, flip it. Because even if you're not using PayPal, you could flip the money so fast. You ship off that one box, you get paid, you take that money, buy more boxes. So it's a business that really favors people who are bootstrapping, people who are on a budget, people who have, just a few dollars to start a business. This isn't like a trucking business where you need 15 to 20,000, or real estate where you need 15 or 20,000. You don't need that for this business. You can literally start with 20 bucks, but the more money you have to buy product, the better. And then somebody said, should I have a business line or a personal line? You can use your personal phone number. I always say have a separate number for any business you do. The number that we use for all my marketing, it goes to a separate phone, because when that phone rings, there's money on the other end of it. So I always say typically have a separate phone number. You can, if you're just doing some intro marketing strategies just to test the waters, you can put your phone number out there. But any mass marketing strategies, you don't want to list your phone number, because one, you just don't want to get them tied up, because you'll have it to a point. And I had a Google Voice number. The Google Voice number got messed up, and I had so many people calling that number that when I made the switch to a new phone, this was years ago, I lost a ton of clients. So if you start mass marketing, whatever number you put out there, let that be the phone number that you use for the lifespan of you doing this business. So you don't want to mix and match. So there you guys have it. There's a bunch of questions, answers. If you guys have more questions, drop them in the comments below, and maybe I'll cover other strategies or other comments or concerns about this business. Like I said, if you guys want to learn more about this business, check out my other videos. I also have a video link down below, which you can click on, which is like a 30-minute explainer video, which literally breaks down the business A to Z. If you have some questions that you haven't seen on any of my videos and you want them to be answered by me, or you might be interested in the training that I offer, you can check the link down below to book a call. My contact information is also down there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thinking about maybe doing a giveaway or something like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.